Hi, this is Jithesh Sathyan. WhatsApp number +91 9656611 Today's short talk is part of a series on stages in the spiritual progress of an aspirant. We'll cover the following as part of this series: 10 Bulls of Zen based on pictures of Kakuan, 10 ox herdings in Zen based on pictures of Subun, the elephant path in Mahamudra tradition, Saptolasa or 7 stages in Parashuramakalpa Sutra, general progress stages in Hinduism, Christianity and Buddhism, Tantric Devatas for stage progress with Tantra. The key message is not to be let down at a specific stage of spiritual progress, as everyone makes progress only with practice. We started with 10 Bulls of Zen based on pictures of Kakuan and covered first 8 bull paintings in previous talks. Now we'll come to the last two, stage 9 and stage 10. Stage 9, reaching the source. Verse: too many steps have been taken, returning to the root and the source. Better to have been blind and deaf from the beginning, dwelling in one's true abode, unconcerned with and without. The river flows tranquilly on, and the flowers are red. The root and the source is the self. Blind and deaf means that not to be conditioned by materialistic learnings and desires. So what is this stage 9? Too many steps taken to realize self, when self itself was the root and the source. So all activities done for self-realization now appears meaningless, as you did not reach a new destination. You only realize what was already there. It is only self-realization, not a new destination. The realization would not have been so much delayed and involved all the different activities if you were not conditioned from materialistic learning, which was to be undone to drop acquired beliefs, habits and ego to realize self. The distance and path was a result of trying to be something different from self, like a river that is blocked or flower wanting to be a creeper. However, now the sadhak has realized self, is content with self and not dependent on any external source to remain happy. His or her mind blooms with the tranquility of a flowing river that does not care about what happens on the banks, or the mind has the beauty of a flower like a red rose or red lotus that is content as a flower and not trying to be something it is not. So that's stage 9. Stage 10, return to society. Barefooted and naked of breast, I mingle with the people of the world. My clothes are ragged and dust laden, and I am ever blissful. I use no magic to extend my life. Now, before me, the dead trees become alive. The barefooted and naked breast means appearing ordinary, without any show off, as a true guru is content and not interested in building followers. Anyway, the concept of trying to acquire followers itself does not make sense in the pursuit of self-realization. The reason being that every person is unique. So if you have a set of followers and you ask the followers to follow something, obviously it won't take the people to their intended goal of self-realization, because each person is unique and needs their own unique methods in order to help them reach their goal. So a true guru only guides and shows the real path. The actual journey needs to be taken by the aspirant himself or herself. So when just following a person is done, whether it is a person or a tradition or a specific practice, the goal of self-realization would most probably be really far from the aspirant who blindly follows. Coming back, mingling with the people of the world, which is guiding others in their search for bull. Clothes are ragged and dust laden. Not worried about appearance is what is meant by this statement. So, not worried about appearance, as a true guru is not worried about approval from others. No magic to extend my life. Not worried about death, as pure consciousness has neither birth nor death. Dead trees become alive. So here the world is looked up as a mirror. So the person who has realized self sees divine consciousness in everything. So everything in the awakened person's eyes is alive or full of consciousness. So stage 10, this is the final stage where the enlightened person starts guiding others, not creating followers, guiding others. The guru is neither worried about appearance, approval, or hoarding followers. He or she guides those interested, as the self is realized as eternal, without birth or death, and all pervading, as present in everyone. So those who are being guided is also pure consciousness, waiting to realize their true nature, which the guru already sees. Thanks for listening.